So moving on to a next topic. Nick Holman wanted to talk about this one specifically as it includes one of his favorite players of all time and a
Current favorite.
current favorite player of all time, my bad. And his, obviously, favorite team in the Bill Belichick versus Tom Brady matchup. Obviously, this was the most watched game probably all year with like 26
Probably
million,
will be. Yeah.
26 million
Yeah.
views. I mean, and it was a big topic. So, what did you see?
Well, I was on my feels a little bit.
Yeah,
A lot of smiles before the game, seeing Tom Brady run on the field. Let's fucking go like he always does. I really felt like the fans, though. We cheer them on right before the game. That's great. Thanks for the Super Bowls. As soon as they run on the field for the first drive, boo! You suck! Yeah, fuck off! Yeah. But it was, first off, the game was really good. First off, as a Pats fan, you don't really get too happy with losing. I was decent. I wasn't that mad. I was kind of satisfied.
I would be happy if I was a Pats fan.
We took on Mac. First off, Mac Jones.
I'm originally from Hawaii, but I moved to Wisconsin.
Mac Jones. What was that?
That was an ad, apparently.
Cool. Mac Jones is awesome.
Yeah.
He outdueled, in my opinion, he outplayed Brady, and I have the stats to prove it. Let's start there. Okay. Brady, barely 50% passing, 51%, 269. No touchdowns, as Hunter like to point out. He needed a single touchdown from Tom Brady to win a fantasy game, and that did not happen. So, big rip to you on that.
Who scored? 26 points, 27 points, 26 points in your first 3 games or whatever.
Yeah.
And then in your fucking fourth, 11.
Well, let me tell you.
Tom, really, dude?
Why.
Come on.
Let me tell you why. And someone said, I think Keyshawn said this on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, okay, the radio show. Mm-hmm. He thinks he was playing cautious, and here's why. And I agree with him. He knows Belichick was scheming. If you listen to Chris Collinsworth, y'all might think he's funny. I think he's a great. I think he's pretty smart, and he's a great
really
announcer. Mm-hmm. Every other play, he was calling it out, just like Romo would. Bill Belichick had a different defense. Not every quarter or at the different half. Every other time Brady was on the field, he had a different look defense. Moving guys around. We stuffed the box sometimes. We spread it out. Had one down lineman, like 20% of the plays or something like that. So he actually, I think Bill had beaten Brady mentally, which not many people can do except probably Bill Belichick. So that's why he screwed you in fantasy, and he didn't do that well. Real quick on Mac Jones, just throw his stats out there. He was great. 77% completion. Tied Brady's record for, I think it was 20 straight completions at one point.
19.
19 straight completions at one point. I thought it was 20. Damn you, Chris Collinsworth. You said 20 last night. He had 2 touchdowns. He did throw a pick and got sacked 4 times. I thought he was great. He was pressured the whole game. Even the quick completed passes, he had guys in his grill. And I can't be too mad at that because the Bucs probably have the best front 7. Top 5.
On paper.
On paper.
This year don't look like it.
They got a great front 7. Their DBs, I feel so bad.
Oh my God.
They were already shorthanded. Richard Sherman got off the couch like 3 days ago.
He didn't want to play.
I know, he wanted to wait a couple weeks.
And Bruce was like, "You're getting your fucking ass up."
Yeah, he has to. And then they lost Carlton Davis, and Antoine Winfield went out late. He was still great, though. He had the fumble and the pick. But, yeah, I feel bad for the Bucs DBs. Anyway, overall, if we want to talk about who won that game, obviously, they walked away. The Bucs did, and Tom did with the win, right? And that's, I guess in the end, that's all that matters. But morally, it's a nice moral victory for the Patriots because I think Bill got the best of Tom from, offense to defensive mindset. And then, we kind of showed off our shiny new toy to the old dog and said, hey, look what we got.
Yep.
Look at our guy. Look, he looked like a young Tom Brady. Really, really did.
He really did.
Like an 03 Brady. Like nothing special, but like, damn, that's not bad. So overall, I thought it was fun to watch, and I wasn't too mad about the ending. And I found this out today. Adam Shefty, the best NFL news reporter
Absolutely.
that they've ever had. He reported that Belichick and Brady, before the game, had planned to meet after the game, not on the field, but in the Buccaneers locker room. Belichick went in at the Tom's permission, and they were in there by themselves for over 20 minutes before someone saw Belichick leave and Brady followed him. So this whole drama thing
It was
and
a
this
fight. They got into a big brawl.
yeah, it's all BS. I don't
It
know.
is.
Someone just made it up because it sounds good. None of it's true at all.
You got to get the views, man.
So that's all that was about, which that made me happy. And yeah, I was pretty pleased with it. You're a third party guy, so how did you feel about it?
Well, with the feud going on, every UFC fight, every boxing match, they fake hate each other.
They do.
Sometimes they do, but they fake hate each other so you can get a good
They
storyline. It's like fucking WWE. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was how that was brought up, and that's why it worked. 26 million fucking views, on a game.
Yeah.
You don't see that shit but the Super Bowl, which like triples it. But besides the point.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad you said it because you took the words right out of my mouth. The Patriots are a strong wild card team in the AFC.
I know it's weird to say because you're 1-3, but I agree with you.
They are a strong wild card team. Will they beat the Bills in their division? No. Will they?
Probably not.
Will they beat the Dolphins? They might go 1-1.
We
But
already
if
lost
they
one,
make
so-
the wild card, if they make it, which I do believe they will, they are a strong wild card team. The Patriots did a great job. If I was a Patriots fan, I would be happy. Bill Belichick, I think, did best Tom Brady. Now,
Thank you.
the Patriots being the underdogs, they have, compared to Tampa's roster on offense, nowhere close to being Tampa.
Nowhere near close
on
at all.
defense, nowhere close to being Tampa. So the fact that Belichick did that and got the game that close and fucked Brady that much is unbelievable. Now,
Fucked you that much.
exactly. Me being fucking number one on getting fucked. So, and we had this conversation on a former pod or one of the episodes 2 years ago on if it's Bill Belichick or if it's Tom Brady on the Patriots' success.
We did, and So I think we had. I think I was on Brady's side, but this was before the breakup, I believe, right before the breakup. So I was just defending my boy because everybody else was on the Belichick train. But
which everybody still is.
Well, I mean, who hates Tom now? Like,
no. I mean,
are there any
hated
Brady
Tom.
haters anymore? Like, they're all like people like Tom Brady now.
I don't want him to play anymore, obviously. And it sucks playing him twice a year now. But besides that, no, I've always loved Bill Belichick. He's the greatest head coach of all time. He's the greatest GM of all time. And anyway, getting off of that, the Patriots did a great job. And if I was a Patriots fan, I would be very happy with what I saw. Yeah. Especially, like you said, in Mac Jones. Performing great under pressure. He killed it in the big game, primetime game. This is the moment, and you have 26 million people watching you. Sure. And he performed great, and he outperformed Brady.
Yeah.
Then again, he didn't have, one of the best defensive head coaches of all time playing against him, but he did great. And I'm telling you, if they make it to the playoffs, they're a strong wild card, and Mac Jones is going to have a phenomenal career with the Patriots.
I think so.
Hopefully with Bill Belichick for a while. I know.
He's 69, as they wanted to point out 20 times last night.
And Bruce Arians.
Yep.
Both 69
First time
years old.
2 69-year-olds, 69.
Kurt Hills, you'll hear about him in a minute, wanted us to say that.
Yeah.
One of the
Shout
fans
out to you,
of the show.
Kurt, you freak. 69.
So, Patriots did a great job, and that was a great game, honestly. It was a lot of people don't like defensive games. I do.
I love them.
It's just,
I love them.
The mind games going back between Bill and Tom. Yep. And obviously a lot of people were saying it was going to be a blowout. I didn't think so because Bill knows so much about Tom and knows what will fuck him up.
Exactly. And you can look at the history of Brady facing former Belichick coaches like Patricia and all them. Hey, the Lions might have sucked, but Patricia got us once or twice over the last few years when he was the head coach for the Lions. You know, they know Brady, know what to do. And really just switch it up like Bill did. I mean, if you just come in with the same game plan, the dude watches film more than anyone else has ever watched combined. Yep. He's going to know what to do. If you switch it up on him and shake it up, I think from what I could tell, that's all Bill did. He just came in different every drive.
Yep.
That makes a big difference.
The roster won the game. It wasn't Bill.
Yeah.
It wasn't Brady who won it. It was the roster.
It
They
was
just
the
had a
fact that the
better
Bucks
team.
have a better overall team than the
Yeah,
Patriots.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly, and it came down to being that close.
That's right.